whenever I get a chance. I just think you're like straight up. Like I love the way you just say it like it is. Like it's fucking amazing. Too bad there are not more guys like you.
I like what you do because not only are you helping these gentlemen, you're also helping us. Because as a woman, I don't want a whippy guy that I can walk all over. And believe me, I have a million of those guys chasing after me, and they completely turn me off. Women like a strong man. Women like a confident man. They like men that have a life, and they like men that don't drop everything, just because she snaps her fingers.
Have more respect for men that are like you three that keep the shit 1,000 than these motherfuckers that are thirsty and come at right. But it's more of the game, the storyline, the lies. If I had a man that kept shit 1,000 with me, and I know he's 100% real, yeah, we're fucking every day if it's by my choice. But motherfuckers out there don't know how to keep shit real, and they think they about real, and they not. They think they know how to fuck, and they don't.
The Man Mindset Show celebrates the strength, wisdom, insight, and purpose men carry throughout their life and throughout this world. Our purpose is to develop strong character, communication skills, and teach a secret system of power, hidden knowledge that will lead you through your own personal development and growth. You will learn new information to help you develop a proactive direction and goals, and also how to control sexual thoughts and outcomes. Most importantly, you will gain the ability to produce desired results in any endeavor undertaken, ultimately leading to a realization of your own purpose and mission in life. Learn how to reinvent yourself and to see the world with a new set of eyes without any self-sabotage or excuses. It's game time!
What's up? Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. I'm in a good mood today. I thought I'd do a show. There was a no shit. There was a lot of y'all guys out there that feel like learning, trying to learn this and trying to learn how to be a man and all that stuff. A lot of guys have issues and problems because they don't understand the ins and outs of the game. A lot of people out there don't, they want to learn about women, they want to learn about the game, but their way of learning is one of the biggest problems to their success. And yes, we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Because if you are a little fish in a little pond, that's how you're going to think. That's how one should think when they don't really feel about, themselves the way they do. So what's going on, chat room? How y'all doing? Just here to chop it up with y'all. Any questions y'all have, y'all can ask questions. Also, you can call in if you want. Same time next week, I'm going to be in Florida. Chilling. We'll be in Florida. So after the Tuesday show, I'll be on my motherfucking way to Florida. And depending on how things are, we'll see if we'll do a show. We're going to do some shows from the hotel, from the room and stuff. So as far as phone calls, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to figure that out. I'm going to try to figure that out, but that's what we're going to do. That's what's up. Just want to say what's up to everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Want to teach you guys about, I want y'all to learn, man. And a lot of y'all are not going to learn by always giving your thoughts, man. I feel like I'm gonna have to go to the chalkboard to explain to a lot of you guys why, how many of you guys go on YouTubes and stuff like that only to leave a comment to give validation from that individual, or you want that person to recognize you or something? And that's part of the reason why a lot of you guys are failing with women, with everything. That's why a lot of y'all guys are failing. We're going to talk about that today. I ain't going to be on too long and shit, but long enough to chop it up with y'all. But there's a lot of what's amazing is just there's a lot of bad information. Number one, for you guys, y'all are getting a lot of bad information, but it's not just the bad information that you're getting. It's your thought process, man. Your thought process is if there's a main reason, your thought process is the main reason why you are not having the success that you feel that you should have. A lot of people feel like they should have success, but you can't get success thinking the way that you think right now. And it is part of the way that you guys nowadays have been raised to learn and stuff that for a lot of you guys out there, y'all believe that your thoughts are important instead of you learning and following directions. Now, I will take this all the way back to kindergarten. I can take it that far back because I think there was a time where a lot of you gentlemen, I won't say you were impressionable, but you realized you didn't know anything. And what you did was you would shut the fuck up. And the teacher would teach you letters, phonics, putting words together, and forming sentences. And while you were learning that stuff, you didn't have any input, did you? All you had were questions. Did I put CAT in the right way, and did I pronounce it correctly to form cat? That was all you did when y'all were young. You followed instructions, and you didn't have an opinion unless the teacher asked you about your opinion. And because you sat down and you listened and interpreted and you learned, you were able to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then some. You were able to do that. You were able to do that. And as you begin to realize that you were starting to learn something, your mind started opening up wider. Because as you were learning and you were learning your numbers from 1 to 10, you started getting more confidence in yourself, because instead of giving your opinion on things, you just listened to your mentor or your teacher that showed you how to count. Thus, you begin to count. And while you were learning how to count from 1 to 10, what was amazing about you when y'all were small, there were no fears. There was no anxiety. There was no worrying about what the kid next to you thought about you counting or anything like that. You just followed the instructions. If your teacher told you to learn how to count or understand what a 1 is and understand what a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 is, and to correctly say it in numeric order, you did it. And you did not worry not only about the outside world, you just did it. You just did it. Nothing stopped you. And then when you started to get a little bit more confidence in yourself about counting from 1 to 10, you started to realize that, okay, give me more. And you got 11 to 20 and so on and so forth. Once you got that part of yourself down from 1 to 10 and you really got that down and you realize, hey, I know how to do one thing. I know how to count. You are proud of yourself. Your parents are proud of you. You never sat, you never made any excuses. You didn't do anything. You just accepted it, you sucked it up, and you were cool with it because you knew that, you know what? I paid attention, I learned how to count, and wow, it's pretty fucking easy. Until your teacher then started to challenge you again. And what your teacher challenged you with next is started to show you that, you know what? You could take these numbers and you can begin to do something called adding and fucking subtracting. Simple. Adding and subtracting. And for a lot of you guys, of course, you thought, wow, you know what? Adding and subtracting, boy, that sounds like it's going to be pretty hard to do, man. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I got it in me. But you know what? I'm going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to let my mentor or my teacher show me how to add and show me how to subtract. And while you were learning how to add and subtract, unless you were asked a question, you didn't say anything. Your thoughts and your comments had nothing to do with you learning how to add and subtract. You just shut the fuck up and you listened to your mentor. And while you were soaking up that information, sometimes the teacher would ask you a question, and if you knew the answer, yes, you would raise your hand. But you would never give unsolicited thoughts to your teacher when they were teaching you mathematics. But you know what's so funny and what's odd now with a lot of you guys out there is that now that, because remember, let me say this one more time. When you were small, you did not care about what people thought about you. You didn't have any fears about not being able to count. Now, you might have been shy where you were scared to raise your hand because you were nervous. I mean, that's fine, being shy. But when it came to learning how to count from 1 to 10 and learning your ABCs, you didn't give a fuck what the whole world thought. You didn't care what everybody thought. But you know what's so funny now, guys, that now that you are grown-ass adults, is that now that you care about what people think about you, you worry about women and you're scared of women, something's weird happening is that you feel like you can contribute to the teacher. You feel like you've got to say so, or your comments or your thoughts have merit in learning how to be a man. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing when you were a little kid, you shut your motherfucking mouth, you learn how to add, subtract, multiply, divide? And the only time that your voice was heard was when the teacher asked a question and he didn't ask for unsolicited comments or unsolicited thoughts. But it's funny, as you guys got older, and as you begin to let the world dictate you, and you took on the stories, and you got all scared about women, and you're worried about what people are saying about you, thinking and judging. Something happened to you guys to a point where you thought that what I say and what I think has merit. What I say and what I think has impact. It's just it's really strange and really funny how that's all taking place now. Because now most of you guys are not learning. It's funny, you're doing less learning, but you're opening your mouth more because you feel like if I make a comment in somebody's YouTube page that I know what I'm talking about, or I need to be validated. What a shame. You know, the good student, the one that really gets this down, is a student that goes back to the beginning when he was in kindergarten of learning and just listening and doing what he's told to do. And nobody's saying that a child doesn't have questions, because you can ask questions. You ask questions because you don't know something. But when you think that what you say has relevance in your growth as being a man, is totally wrong. And it is why the majority of you guys are where you are at right now. Gave you an example earlier today. I gave you guys an example earlier today. And what was that example? It's a simple example. And that example is that if a doctor was having surgery right now, do you think if I'm in an operating room with a surgeon, do you seriously think that anything that I think pertaining to him operating has any merit? But in your world, you do. In your world, you do. Now, see, what a lot of you guys don't understand about people that allow y'all to put comments on is that that's an ego trip and an ego boost. It's an ego trip. It's an ego boost. That's the truth. The reason why it's an ego trip and an ego boost, because they won't tell you the truth, because they like the fact that you guys are following like blind ass sheep. Either patting his back, which is that's one thing, talking shit about him, which is another thing, adding your thoughts that has no meaning to shit, or maybe asking a question that has merit. And it's a shame that a lot of you guys don't even understand that. When you are here to learn something, that means you are there to learn, not to add your thought. Because, gentlemen, it is your thought or thoughts. That's the reason why you are what you are right now. And half of you, because you are scared of women, what thought can a grass-eating lion tell a man about women, dating, and the game when he's scared of women? What can he actually contribute when he is scared of women, blames women, a victim, stays in his comfort zone, doesn't take risks, always making excuses? What does he have to contribute to someone that gets women? I ask you guys. I mean, think about that for a second. Well, freelance. I understand that. But what the people don't know that's commenting don't realize that all they're doing is looking for validation when they should be shutting the fuck up. You know, and listen, I'm not being, and I know people, oh, Steve, you're being mean. Steve, you're acting butthurt. No, Steve, don't say that. That's not nice, Steve. But I ask you this question. I ask anybody this question. If you know nothing about surgery, you know nothing about being a doctor, you know nothing about operating, what can you contribute in an operating room? What can one contribute in the operating room when you know nothing about it? But the problem is that what the internet has done is it is given the grass eating lion a voice, making him think that he is something more than he's not, especially when it comes to the game. Anybody can comment and anybody can try to fluff up their feathers and pretend that they have women and pretend that they are a ladies' man and pretend that they have the game on lock. But let's be honest, that's not true, man. And what you guys don't understand is that those that make comments are individuals that are not willing or ready to learn. Most guys comment for validation purposes, freelance. Most guys have opportunities to learn, freelance. And if it mattered to you as much as it should matter when the opportunity presents itself, freelance, that's when you take the opportunity in which a lot of people are not doing. A lot of people are not taking the opportunity, but that also shows you as well where they're at. Freelance, I don't know how long has YouTube been going on? Years now. Shit, oh, guess what? 10, 15 years? How long? I don't know how long YouTube has been going on or whatever. But it's amazing how people just lost the way to learn. One does not learn by adding their 2 cents in something they know nothing about unless it's a question. A question is perfectly normal and fine to do because it gives you clarity on something you don't know. That's what a question's about. Sure, saying thank you, that's here nor there. But when you don't know the game and you want to give your opinion on it, that shows that you're not willing to learn or your learning skills are terrible. Something to think about, gentlemen. Just something to think about. Just want to be on my soapbox for a second, just say that to y'all. And if you think that I'm crazy, go to any hospital, go to an operating room, and tell that surgeon your thoughts. Go ahead, do it. But before I wrap this up, but why? Why am I saying what I'm saying? Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because like I said before, how is it that someone that's scared of women, that cannot approach a woman, doesn't know how to talk to a woman, how can that person even put input into the game when that motherfucker ain't even at the table? He's not even at the door. That means your input and your thoughts really don't matter in this game, because your thoughts are nothing but you lying to yourself. And the sad thing about you guys as adults, unlike kids who are more honest with themselves sometimes, is that every day you wake up, you walk around lying to yourself. Every day you wake up lying to yourself. Lying to yourself. And the reason that you guys wake up lying to yourselves is because you know damn well you're scared of women. You have fears and anxieties. And listen to me. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. If you're scared, you're scared. But how do you expect to learn anything if you can't even face the man in the mirror and be honest with him and say to yourself, I'm scared of women? Because the majority of you guys will say right now, oh, no, that's not true, man. I'm not scared of women. No, that's not true. I'm not scared of women. Bullshit. Bullshit. Nope, that's a motherfucking lie. That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie. Let me show you how it's a lie, WR. Let me show you how it's a lie. So, when you tell yourself you're hungry and you tell yourself you're thirsty, you're telling me that you sit around and say that I'm lazy, I don't feel like getting something to eat? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you guys say, you know what, I'm kind of hungry, but I can just chill right now. I don't have to eat nothing right now, but I'm gonna do something eventually. So you're telling me when you wake up and you are really thirsty and you're really hungry and you're in front of that refrigerator, WR, which you're telling me you're gonna look at that fucking bottle of water and say, you know what, I'm too lazy to drink you. So I got you in my hand. I'm too lazy to drink you, and I'm just going to put you back in there and be thirsty. Come on, WR, stop fucking lying. Motherfuckers aren't lazy about learning. That's the excuse. That's the excuse. They're not lazy about learning. They just are too afraid to do it, because by learning it means that they got to go out and perform it, and they can't do it because they're scared of women. WR, why do you know one of the things that's amazing, WR brother? Check this out, WR. Check this out. The thing that is amazing is that they don't even realize the feminine nature in which they have inside of them by making excuses. Who is the only thing out there that always is a victim and doesn't take accountability for their actions? Who is always a victim and never takes accountability for damn near anything that happens in, keyword clue, her life? Women. And isn't it funny that most guys today act more like women than men? by sitting around and making excuses and not taking accountability and responsibility, WR? Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, but Theo, I will even give you an A+ on that, Theo. Absolutely. There is a great fear of success because for a lot of guys, they don't realize what's around that corner. And sometimes because they don't know what's around that corner, they don't even do it. But Theo, let me stomp you on that one, man. How is it that a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, or even a 12-year-old kid can look at a big ass tree and not even know what's up there, but because he has the drive and passion to say, I'm going to climb that tree, and he ain't even thinking about the repercussions of climbing that tree. He will climb that fucking tree as high as he can. And guess what, Theo? He may fall, break, or sprain or hurt himself. And as soon as he gets to cast off, you don't think he's back there climbing that tree again? Or the one that wants to climb the house, to climb the roof. What's the excuse? Because it's funny, Theo. It's funny how, as children, there were really no fears. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you might have been a little scared of the dark when you were little, and you might thought there was something under your bed. That I understand that. But outside of that, you really didn't care. You couldn't wait for school to end, or Saturday morning, or when I guess you were in kindergarten and y'all had, I don't know, arts and crafts or something like that, where y'all got to paint that day, for the week or whatever. You couldn't wait to put on your little what is that shit? What is that? Your plain what is that fucking robe, or what is that shit called? Whatever. I forgot what the shit's called. So you don't get to paint on yourself. You wore that little thing, you tied it on the back. They all passed out. They went to the closet and they got all little paints and shit. And they gave you a little cup of water where you could dip the water and paint. And then you were just in your own little fucking world. Come on, man. Come on. Blind faith and shaken confidence, or in other words, not giving a fuck other than seeing what the world looks like from the top of the tree. The apron. Thank you. Hey, thank you, WJ. Apron. A smuck. Fuck y'all. Okay, y'all. Thank you. Apron. Fuck y'all. Right. Thank you. I was just one thinking in my flow. The apron. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. As children, you didn't worry. When you picked up that action figure, you started playing with it, you didn't worry. When you went outside to play throw-up tackle, smear the queer, basketball, you played 21, wall ball, dodgeball, pin dodgeball, army dodgeball. You didn't care. You had a little bit of competitive in you. And if you lost, it was a sour taste in your mouth, and you hated to lose. But now that you guys are grown-ups, now that you're grown-ups, and now that you are in more control of your thought, it's the worst thing that can happen to some of you guys out there. Because you got this thinking that you were always going to be a little fish in a big pond. And if I get in that little pond, there's so much danger in there. I'm afraid. I'm scared. The unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. But what is the unknown of a woman? What's the unknown that you really don't are not honest with yourself? Is there really an unknown with the woman, or is the fact that you're not honest with yourself? You know you're scared of women. Strike one. You know you don't know how to approach a woman. Strike two. You don't even know what to say to a woman. Strike three. You beg and barter by asking her for a number. Strike four. You talk to her on the phone. You don't know what to say. Strike five. So wait a second here. How is there a fear of the unknown when you already know that you know nothing? How is there a fear of an unknown, Theo, when they know nothing, Theo? That's what I'm saying. It's not that they don't know, Theo. It's the fact that they do know, but they're not honest with themselves. You want to know why, Theo? Because all they do is get false highs, false thought processes that, wow. Guys, let me tell you something about church. I'm not one that goes to church, but let me explain something about church. Let me tell you how church works. And anybody who's been to church, y'all about to feel what I'm saying. How many of y'all guys go to church on Sunday, right? Go to church. You may go to church, or you go to a building or whatever you go to church or whatever. You get in there, you sit down, and the electricity of everybody in there, or the electricity of the man that is preaching to you is so great that sometimes you feel like he's like actually talking to me. Wow, I feel great. Oh my, what he is making me feel like I can do and just be just about anything in the world, right? And isn't it odd? As soon as you walk out that goddamn door, as soon as you don't have the electricity of the crowd in there or that preacher, you snap right back into who the fuck you are. That's what these YouTubers are doing every single day. And I would say the majority of these book authors are doing that. Same thing. They're gassing you up to feel the best in the world. And let me tell you, ain't nothing like feeling good thinking I can be a man from the comfort of my house. Oh man, yeah, I know how to talk to women because I watched several YouTubes. Yeah, I know how to talk to a woman. Yeah, I know exactly what to say to a woman now. Yeah, I know how to approach a woman now because I've been watching a lot of YouTubes from the comfort of my own home. All right, I know I know women now. Yeah, I know what to do. And what happens to y'all guys as soon as you see a woman? All that bullshit that y'all got. And this is the funniest thing about the majority of you guys. Yeah, I don't have to admit it. I'm not here to knock you, but let's just be honest here. You guys, first off, here's the $1 million question. If someone knows game, right? All right, here's the question. Why do they have to release a bunch of books? Why can't there just be one book on what you need to know? That's something you might add, but I'm not going to go there. But check this out. Let me tell you what y'all do. You guys get a book, right? And because the author hypes the book up, or they might show you some women and all this other stuff, you're like, yes, this book is going to teach me confidence. And as soon as you open the book, now for some of you guys, this is how y'all do things. Y'all will go to the section where you think you need. You're going to skip 1, 2, and 3. You go straight to 4. Oh, I don't need this, and I don't need this, and I don't need this. Oh, confidence. I'm going to go straight to confidence, and I'm going to read that part of the thing. And then for some of you, you're like, yeah, I got confidence now. And some of you like, oh, man, this book is trash. Whether you think the book is trash or whether you think you have confidence from that book. The thing that you have in common is you ain't learning a goddamn thing by just sitting there turning a page of a book and reading fucking words. How do I know? Because I tell you all the time, everyone listening, how do I know? Go get a book right now. You don't believe me? Go grab any book that's in front of you or on your shelf or any ebook that you have downloaded or whatever. Just go to it right now. But see, this is the thing about this show. It shows you a truth that a lot of you just aren't ready to swallow. And I know a lot of y'all ain't ready to hear this shit. Because if you hear what I'm telling you right now, you might be mad at the authors. And I'm not trying to get you mad at them. I don't want you to be mad at the authors and the YouTubers and stuff. That's not the point of this. My point is about you and your learning, and then you having the audacity to think that your thoughts matter. That's what I'm talking about here. But, you don't have to do it. I mean, I'm sure some of you will do it. Some of you won't do it. And you can do it later. Doesn't matter when you do it. Because you want to know, do you really want to know why it doesn't work? And do you really want to know the truth of why your Gemini man or that person inside of you pushes you toward the YouTube and pushes you towards those books? Because he knows a secret that you don't know. He knows a secret that everybody on the other side of the street knows that you don't know. And the secret is, the more you watch YouTube after YouTube after YouTube, and the more you read books, the more power you're giving him. And you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. When you sit there, and what he does is, this is a Mona Lisa, guys. Check this out. This is the best part about it. It's like you guys want to, I don't know. I'm gonna bring this down to kindergarten form. Let's say you wanted to learn how to count from 1 to 10. All right, let's say you want to learn how to count from 1 to 10. It's just an analogy, as I don't want to get too deep because I'm trying to confuse you. You want to learn how to count from 1 to 10. Instead of getting your ass out the house, which we'll talk about in a second, you guys do the one thing that you can't do, that your mind doesn't mind you doing, and that is trying to cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. Look at y'all now. Think about this. Think about all the years of the YouTubes and all the books, and look at y'all. Y'all are still exactly where you were when you first started the YouTubes. You might have got a little bit up, but you ain't get anywhere high. You might learn a little bit of something, but not enough. Why? Because your first and your greatest mistake is that you go to YouTube and you are getting different bits of information coming from different guys, number one, who don't know the game, number one, but they're giving you different bits of information, and all you guys are doing is remember I told y'all about the cars? Yeah, I'm gonna use the car analogy for y'all listening. I'm gonna use the car thing. I'm gonna use the car. Jeremy, don't pick the book up yet. Don't pick the book up yet. Don't pick up the book. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna get to the book in a second, but let me explain the YouTube first part. Let me go to YouTube first and explain something to y'all guys. If you told yourself, let's say you told yourself, all right, man, you know what? I want to build the perfect car. And in order to build the perfect car, I feel like I need the perfect parts. Or somebody asked you to build them a perfect car, what you would do, and this is what you do. You go to the first YouTuber that may be Ford, and you say, you know what, Ford's got the best muffler, so I'm gonna go to this guy over here and learn the best muffler from Ford. And then you might say, you know what, the Bugatti or the Ferrari's got the best engine. So you know what, I'm going to go over there and learn about the engine from there. And then you might go to the Jag. You might go to the Mercedes. You might go to the BMW. You might go to the Toyota. You might go to the Ram, the Dodge. And one by one, you go all around the world to different places grabbing information. Just like grabbing the perfect parts of the car. And then what you try to do is you try to take all these parts and you try to put them together. And you think that car is going to start. And the reason it doesn't start, because what y'all are doing, you're confusing yourself more than learning the information. Now, let me give you an example. Now, if you have somebody like Rosebud, you know what I mean, that's real, that's been in the streets and stuff like that. I always tell you, the motherfuckers who have been in the streets before the YouTube is kicked off, 9 times out of 10, not all the time, have real information, because the information is from the street and it's not from the YouTube world. But what I'm saying is this, is that for a lot of you guys, do you ever hear the voice in your head stopping you? Well, today I'm going to watch this YouTube. This guy's complaining about women. Then I'm going to watch this YouTube. This guy's telling me to lie to women. And then I'm going to watch this YouTube. This guy's telling me how to approach a woman this way. And I'm going to watch this YouTube. And this guy's telling me how to do this. And I'm going to watch that YouTube. And all you do is you subscribe. So when they pop up, you're getting a front row seat, and all you're doing is soaking up poisonous information that's giving the voice in your head more fucking power. But guess what? He ain't going to tell you that. Think about that. Don't believe me. Hey, you know what y'all guys say? You know what, Steve? Fuck you. You're wrong. Don't believe me. Look, watch a YouTube video. Watch 5 YouTube videos. Do your palms sweat? Do you get nervous? Do you get a tingly feeling in your stomach? Does the fear start to rush? Fuck no, it doesn't do it. Hey, Whitney, your Gemini man saying, go ahead. Please watch more YouTube videos. Matter of fact, we need to find, and look, go in Google and keep searching how to approach women and keep searching confidence. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep going, because he knows as long as you are doing that, you ain't going to learn. That's like you in kindergarten trying to learn 1 to 10 from your math teacher, but then you go to your social studies teacher and try to learn 1 to 10. You go to your science teacher. You go to your English teacher. You go to your history teacher. You go to your PE teacher. All you doing, you going to everybody else instead of the one place you need to go to learn, and to learn that one subject. Not to say that your science and your PE and social studies and history and government can't teach you how to count from 1 to 10, but their specialty is in the field that they're in. But what you're doing is that you're doing that, okay? That's the first thing, okay? Watching all this information. Man, your voice has a way of tricking you to make you think that, guess what, guys? Man, you're doing a great job, man. You just keep watching those videos, man. You're going to have that confidence, man. You know what? Yeah, you're going to be a man. You know what? That's right, man. You just keep watching that video, man. What, you a little confused? Oh, that's okay. It's part of the game, man. I know, you know, one guy says do this and another guy says do that, but you know what? Hey, why don't you just take a little piece of that guy, a little piece of that guy? I mean, let's take the round peg and the square hole, and let's take that and we'll just try to shove it in and we'll try to work with it. Okay? That's what phase 1. Oh, but then there's phase 2. Phase 2 is the worst phase of them all, because for a lot of you guys out there, you know, and I know right now, and ask you, and it never dawned on you to ask this question. Why do I have so many fucking books on confidence? Why do I have so many books on picking up women? Why do I have all these books on the same fucking thing, and yet I haven't changed? Same scenario. Don't believe me. Pick up your book and just turn the pages, man. Say, hey, fuck Steve. Fuck what I think. Do it. Turn the page. And you know what the voice in your head is doing this. He's just sitting back saying, keep turning those pages. Keep reading. Keep learning the vernaculars and all that other shit. Hold on, let me show you this shit. Oh, man, he really got your asses in the early 90s with that PUA bullshit. Hold on, let me see. What is that shit? Yeah. Those PUA terms and all that other shit. Oh, they got you good because not only did you not learn anything, you learned a whole different language that puts you on a reverse. Instead of going up the mountain, you learn vernacular that went back down the mountain and you didn't even realize it. Why? Because like the marketers always do, put a beautiful woman by the gimmick and y'all are just sucking it up. But think about this for a second. While you were reading those pages about that, you know, I'm just an average AFC that has let me see here, that I'm a part of the AOC and I hang out at the ASF, and when I meet a girl, I'm always trying to BHRR. And, you know, when I met her, she had her BS up and all this other shit, all those for that. Hey, ask the question. Did you feel any tingling feelings? Did you feel nervous? Did you feel scared? Like you just couldn't? No, you didn't. Why? Because the voice in your head knows that all that jargon and half those books will not help you if you don't go out your doors. So what they do is they let you read. Okay, I'm reading all these books, and then you learn all these phrases and terms and shit. Man, check this out. You motherfuckers learn so many phrases and terms. Y'all use them amongst yourselves. But let me explain something that's even worse, that is going to hurt y'all even more. You guys are always laughing. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Hold on, let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Let me see if I can find that shit. All right. So a lot of y'all laugh when I used to talk about cuddle parties for men, right? And a lot of y'all guys always say, man, them motherfuckers, I'm never gonna do it, man. Who does male cuddle parties? Who does all the who would hang out with other men and hold each other and spoon with each other and do all that stuff? Who does that? Who would even do that? Who would even do a male cuddle party? Now, I would never do that. That's not me. Let me tell y'all something that's going to shock you. In a physical sense, you guys are not having any kind of interaction with other men as far as cuddling. But in the mental sense, you guys are not only following the herd, but you guys have begun to fix your mind to cuddle other guys. You guys have fixed your mind to want to be a part of cuddle parties. And these cuddle parties, look, men going their own way, Voice for Men, Shrink for Men, these Itmores, Beatmores, and all these names to bring you into a cult. But you know what your mind does? Hey, go ahead, let's follow them. Hey, you know what? They have our best interest. But not one of these not one of these guys out there ever say to you guys that, listen, man, a man is his own community. A man does not go and form a community with other men until he is his own community. Because a man that follows the herd and a man that follows the crowd is a man that's going to get caught up in the Jim Jones juice. You're going to start to believe the Messiah and on top of the mountaintop. I mean, I heard the other day there was one motherfucker telling y'all that he married a doll, a blow-up doll. And you know what's so funny about y'all? Y'all are so blinded by your thirst and need to try to learn this stuff, and your mind knows this. And sometimes your mind doesn't do anything. He just sits back and says, man, look, they don't even kick the tires. They will just go to the parking lot, and because it's shiny, a shiny car, they're going to get in it and buy it without lifting the roof of the hood and checking the engine. They will do it blindly. Why? Because who even follows a guy with the name of Sandman? Who would even follow a guy by the name of Mystery? The name should have told you it's a gimmick. And if the name didn't tell you, the eye test should have said to you, wait a second here. Why does he have black fingernail polish on? Why is he wearing a boa and goggles? But no, that's one part. But then the Sandman, you should have had the ear test. No motherfucker sound like, hey, this is Sandman. You think he gets pussy? No, that's the ear test. You don't do the eye test. You don't do the ear test. And your mind knows that. Your mind knows that you will not do an ear eye test or even a thinking test. You ain't even, you got to ask yourself. You didn't even ask yourself the question. Wait. What? Why do I have to wear black fingernail polish? Why do I got to keep saying the word hypergamy and everything that goes on in my life? Why does he sound like he does? Does he really get pussy? I mean, does a guy that sounds who has such a nerdy voice, is he really getting pussy? No, y'all don't do that. What you do is, like the sheep and like your mind is pushing you, is look at his subscribers. Yeah, that's what you do. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers, so that means he knows what he's talking about. So you know what? Let's subscribe to him and let's hit the bell. And whenever he comes on, come on, let's soak up the information. So then we can walk around with the other groups of cuddle guys that we're cuddling with. Hey, how are you doing with hypergamy? Well, I'm just great with my hypergamy. How's your hypergamy? Yeah, you know what? My hypergamy is good. And how's your hypergamy? Oh, man. And then what's even worse is that then you will go and follow somebody without even asking a question. Wait a second. This guy over here, why is he always complaining about women? Why is he always complaining about divorce? Why is he always complaining about stay away from this kind of woman? Why is that? Y'all never asked the question because your mind doesn't want. See, I'm telling you, your mind is your greatest enemy. You know what he's saying? They're not going to ask the question because it knows that if, as a woman, like how women are, women love to be the victims. And how many times have I told you guys this? Most of these motherfuckers are working for women, and you motherfuckers don't even realize it. They're doing the women's bidding for the women, and you don't even realize it. Sitting around complaining after complaining after complaining, and not one of y'all say to yourself, wait. Something's not right here. Because this guy's over here telling me jacking off, I shouldn't jack off. I should go my own way. I should leave women alone and find my own purpose because women are the scourge of the earth. If I get married, she's going to take me for all my money. If I have a kid, the government's going to take. Oh, my God. You know what? I'm just going to sit here like a lump. And you know what your mind does? Hey, guess what? Yeah, man. Hey, they got your best interest at heart, man. They really showing you how to be a man. And what you guys don't know is that when they hit the button to turn off their cameras and everything, guess who's really paying them on the back end? Women. Y'all, do you think that your opponent wait. Do you guys think that your opponent is that fucking stupid? If she can feed the information to you through somebody, then isn't it easy for her to put you in checkmate faster? Because like your mind and like that woman, they know if you start to think, they're in trouble. If you start to question who you're listening to, they're in trouble. If you start to question the books that you read, they're in trouble. But they know they're not in trouble because they know that because you guys are so Debbie Downers and you're so much a victim, and it feels so good like the church to be around guys like me, guys that understand me, guys that mentally just hold you in a cuddling position, and you don't even realize it because mentally you feel safe. Because guess what? Think about this for a second. While you're talking about with the other guy, hey, you know what? I want to order me some hypergamy. You're absolutely right. Yeah, let me get some French fries and some hypergamy with that too. Yeah, hypergamy this and hypergamy that. And when I hold you and cuddle you from the back, that's hypergamy. Absolutely. And then you got the other guys, well, I used to be a student of mystery method. And y'all like, wait, oh, okay, he really has women. And he's telling you what he learned from a guy that was a magician that wore fingernail polish and makeup. But again, your eye test, your thinking test, and your hearing test is not only going to prevent you from understanding this, but it is also going to put you in a defense mechanism, because when you're part of a cult, you got to defend the leader. Oh, he's not there to defend himself, so you're wrong. You're wrong for we're talking about him. You're wrong. Hey, so what? His voice is high. You know, so what does he talk like this? That doesn't mean he can't get women. I follow him, and I've been following him from years, and so what? I'm the same person. I trust him. But what you guys don't understand is that your opponent is so smart. They create and breed these guys to come to you, like I told you, like the Antichrist. They come, if you're religion, they're the Antichrist. If we're talking Matrix, they're a Smith. If we're talking internet, they're an agent. They're coming to you, making you feel like You can be a doctor in a day. Just trust me. Trust me. I'm going to help you not only be a doctor in a day, but by the time I get done with you, you'll be able to perform open heart surgery and be able to fly a helicopter in a few days. Read my book. Listen to me, because I'm going to show you that, you know what? Forget going to medical school, because you know what? They're the reason why. They're the bad people. And unfortunately for you guys, y'all believe that. But that's not the whole point. Fuck all that shit. The point I'm trying to make is the voice in your head never says anything. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing that the voice in your head never kicks in? It's not even the voice in your head. You feel nothing. You feel nothing. But then, after you turn off your YouTubes, after you close your books, you remember, turn the pages. You don't believe me? Turn your pages. After you listen to all that bullshit, some of you guys really actually think that you're men. Some of you guys actually think you know the game. Some of you guys actually think you know women. But what you don't understand is that not only women are setting you up for a downfall through other men who are teaching you how to be more feminine than masculine, which y'all don't even understand. That's going over your head, because y'all don't even see that happening. You don't see that they are defanging and declawing you, and you don't even see it happening. But then, isn't something funny, guys? You feel like you're on top of the world. I'm a man. Yeah, I can talk to my girl, my buddy. Hey, yo, let's go to a lair. I'm gonna go to one of my lairs. Y'all know when lairs back in, a bunch of guys, a bunch of losers sitting around. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my lair. Hey, man. Yeah, let's go sergeant and stuff this weekend. Yeah, let's go get some girls and let's go out and do that. Yeah, because I got the new trick and gimmick that's gonna work and get me a lot of women, because the guy that wears the black fingernail polish told me so. Oh, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get a bunch of women. Man, we're gonna do it. Man, I can't wait for Friday to come. Man, Friday night, you and me, we're gonna get our makeup on. We're gonna wear our skinny jeans, because that's what the cool guys wear. We're gonna wear baggy clothes, because that's what the cool guys say. And we're gonna get out there and we're gonna get a bunch of women. And this is where your mind gets you in checkmate. See, while you're on your YouTubes, while you're reading your books, and while you're cuddling with guys mentally, your mind is not saying anything. And what you guys don't understand that are listening to me is that you guys out there are women behind the P. Oh, let me explain that to you. Wait, I'll explain that to you. Hold on, BV. Have you ever asked your question this? While you're doing all this, your mind is silent, quiet. Because, and have you ever asked yourself the question, why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet? Why, when I watch this video, you're not making me feel nervous? Why is it when I turn the page of these books, I can hear the voice in your head thundering, telling me I'm not good enough? Why don't you don't even question yourself? That's how dope this game is. That's how dope this game is. But let me explain something to you real quick. Let me explain something to you, BV, before I keep going. You see, the internet game and what they have done is it is a marketing tool to take your money from you, because it knows you're not going to think for yourself. I'm gonna give you an example, and I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. But follow me on. I want to answer your question. Give you an example. Let's say this is the game. Now, just follow me. Let's say this is the game, the actual game. All right. What the PUA community did, I guess, starting with Ross Jeffries with NLP and hypnosis, and then it went to David D with the W You're Dating, then it went to Styles and Mystery Method and just bottled rolled. That what they did was, if this is the game, they took a small chunk of it and said, this is the game. And this game is all about manipulating. This game is all about manipulation and deception, right? But you're new to this, so let me ask you the question. Since you're new to this, who are the greatest manipulators out there? Who is the greatest skill in deception that's out there? Who are the greatest liars, manipulators, and deceiving people out there? Who do you think that is, BV? Women. So if you're learning her game and you're coming at her with what she knows and she's the master of deception, you don't think she's pulling the strings on this? Do you think a man tells you to wear fingernail polish? Maybe that sounds crazy. Let me rephrase that again, because maybe that sounds crazy. Do you think a real man is going to tell you to wear fingernail polish? You think a real man is going to tell you to stay away from women? You think a real man is going to tell you to walk away from women? You going to think a real man is going to tell you to head for the hills and be asexual and go your own way? Look, I don't make this, guys. All you gotta do is look. Listen. I don't want you to feel like I'm making this shit up. You just gotta think, dude. All you gotta do is think. If you begin to think, your mind is going to go woof. Wait a second. Whoa. But wait a second. Let me show you something. So, like I said before, gentlemen, and y'all want to call in, y'all can call in and stuff like that. Y'all can if y'all want to. 515-605-9373 is the number. But let me show you why what you're doing right now is bullshit, and why what you're doing right now is more of a detriment to you than helping you. Okay? Now check this out. Now remember, you watch the YouTube videos and you read the books, and man, hey, you don't feel an ounce of anything, right? But isn't it odd when you go outside your door and you see a pretty woman that you want to talk to, and as soon as you have the thought, and here's the thought. The thought is, as soon as you notice something sexy on her, maybe it's her face, her titties, hips, thighs, ass, the way she walks, what she wears. As soon as you recognize something sexy on her, what happens? All of a sudden, you start to feel nervous. All of a sudden, your hands might sweat a little bit. All of a sudden, you start hearing these words. Hey, man, you can't get her. She's going to reject you, man. Don't do it. She's too pretty. You're too short. You're too ugly. You're not good enough for her. You don't make enough money for her. Oh, man, she's just out of your league. You ain't got a shot in hell. And you go through all the, it just gets you to a point where you feel so fucked up. You say, you know what? I ain't even going to do it. Fuck that. Oh, my God. I can't handle rejection. Think about this. Now, think about this. Why is it when you're in front of a woman, all of a sudden your body goes through a hellacious, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not tall enough. You don't look good enough, and gives you a barrage of excuses not to go talk to her. Don't do it. Let's kick in the fear. Let's kick in the anxiety. Let's make me shit. I don't even want to get rejected. I'm not going to do it. Guys, think about this. I'm not making this up. As soon as you notice something on that woman, I don't care what it is. It could be her clothes that she's wearing to make her body, to push out her body. You could be looking at her titties, look at her hips, her thighs, her ass, her face. Doesn't matter what it is. Why is it when you're out free, outside that matrix, when when you're outside that matrix, that when you get into the real world and you see an authentic woman in front of you, all of a sudden the voice in your head gets louder, the feelings of fear get higher, the anxiety, the fear of rejection, loss, feeling like a fool and an idiot. So here's the $1 million question. If that's what happens to you on the outside world, and when you're on YouTube or reading a book, that shit doesn't happen, then what do you think is going on right now? Now, do I have to put it together? Again, let's try it. I'm going to walk y'all through it because I want you to see it. I don't want you to hear it from me. I don't want you guys to hear it from me. Why is it when I'm reading why is it when I'm reading the books or watching the YouTube videos, the voice is quiet? But when I go outside the matrix, when I go outside of the way, when I'm into the real fucking world and I see a fucking woman, why is it my voice is telling me I'm not good enough? And I get these weird feelings and I worry about what she thinks about me and I don't want to get rejected. So, and I don't know how to approach her. I don't know what to say. She's so beautiful. She might not like a guy about me. What do I say? How do I do this? How do I do that? Ask yourself the question. Because only you guys can free yourselves of this. I'm not here to free you. I am just giving you the weapons. And I'm just trying to show you the real. Look, this is no magic. I'm not making this shit up. This is the real deal here. This is not me making this shit up. It's you trying to ask the question and solving the mystery. When I'm in the comfort of my own home, watching a YouTube or reading a book, the voice is silent. When I'm actually looking at someone I want to talk to, it tells me don't do it. And it gives me reasons and it makes me feel a certain way. So, gentlemen, what is that telling you? What is that telling you guys out there that are listening? What it is telling you is that this is why the majority of you guys will never understand how to be a man. You will never understand how to have more power and control over you. Because what you guys do is you spend more time in the matrix and less time facing your fears. What you guys don't understand is this. If the shit you're watching on YouTube's and the books you're reading really have impact, wouldn't the voice in your head be doing the same thing it's doing to you when you're actually out talking to a woman? Come on, man. Connect the dot. Don't listen to me. Connect the dot. Ask yourself, why isn't he yelling at me and making me feel scared and telling me I'm not good enough and telling me that you might as well quit because you'll get rejected? Why isn't he doing that? Because again, what y'all don't do is you don't ask questions with your eyes. You don't ask questions with your ears. You don't ask questions with your thought process. You just go along and follow the next best thing. And think about this. Come on, guys, think about this. How many of you guys have followed one guy only to run into somebody who, hey, I got something new to show you. And then you leave that guy, you follow that guy, only to leave that guy to follow another guy. And you notice what? What does the voice in your head do? What does the voice in your head do? What does the voice do? The voice doesn't do anything because it knows the only way to chain you down mentally is letting you do the easy shit. In order for you to get past, okay, Castaway kind of showed you the thing with Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was on the island, right? But the only way to get off the island was to get past the current. Remember, he couldn't get past the current because there was some type of a current around the island that would not allow him to go beyond the point where he can leave the island. If y'all remember he had to find the sail because once he hit the current, he opened up the sail and the wind pushed him past the current. See, what your mind knows, what women know, with all these guys that try to teach you this pinch thing called game know, is that you don't want to fight against the current. You don't want to face the current. You don't want to see the current. Because every time you see it, yeah, and listen, guys, nobody said it's a great feeling. I don't know how it feels, but I feel you. When you're out in the real world and you're outside the matrix, you're out in the real world, and you see a woman, nobody said that feeling of anxiety, no confidence, nervous, give yourself excuses, telling you're not good enough. Your mind's telling you're not good enough. Your mind's saying that you're poor, you're broke, she would never want you. Whatever your thing is, right? That's the current. That's the current. You see, what you guys don't understand is when it comes to the world as flat thinking, beyond that is what is the current. See, you were going what I call with the flow. Now, there are two types of flows, but your flow is reaction flow. See, you think that you're actually going up the mountain. But what you don't realize is that you're slowly just circling the mountain. You're not really going up, and sometimes you're circling to go down, but you're never going up. You feel like you're moving and you feel like you have progress and all that other stuff, but the truth always comes out as soon as you kneel yourself and unplug yourself from the matrix. The truth always comes out when you turn your fucking computer off or close that book and go into the real world. When you get into the motherfucking real world, that is your truth. But for all of us, or a lot of us, or you guys, this is where the cuddle party comes in at. See, let's look at a male cuddle party, right? Because y'all heard of male cuddle parties and stuff like that, and I'm not trying to be funny, okay? Listen, I'm not trying to joke about a male cuddle party, but let's look at the male cuddle party, okay? And let's connect the male cuddle party to what y'all are doing in the Matrix, okay? All right, so this male cuddle party, it says, okay, through touch is natural, the skills that make us welcome and enjoyable to have learned. Skills of communication, boundaries, and asking for what you want, and saying yes or no with clarity and kindness. Through touch is natural, and these skills that make it welcome and enjoyable to have learned the skill of communication, boundaries, and asking for you what you want. I don't know why they said that shit the same, but this gives you a mental and a deeper level of connection. Now, at a male cuddle party, you will gain clarity and confidence, just like the YouTubes and the books. Same thing. You will learn boundaries and communication skills, just like you're learning with the YouTubes and the books. You will have comfort, support, and encouragement, just like the YouTubes, these men going on their own way movements, it mores, be mores, and all these other, asexual movements, just like the cuddle party. I'm just showing y'all. I'm not being funny. It will give you comfort, support, and encouragement, meaning that you go and watch and you hang out with these people and you don't feel that feeling when you're outside the matrix, okay? The secrets to are welcome, relaxed, and non-sexual touch mentally, okay? The skills that you will learn at a cuddle party translate into everyday life, okay? Check this out. How many of these motherfuckers tell you in them damn books, in those YouTubes, that these YouTubes are everyday life? But wait a second. When I turn the YouTube off and I go out in the real world, why do I feel so much anxiety, so much fear, so much this? But when I'm turned on the YouTube, why do I feel like everything's okay? Right? Let me continue. What they're saying in this male cuddle party is when boundaries and consent are clear, every relationship is easier. See, what you guys don't realize is when you consent to your cult leader, remember, the cult leader makes you feel a sense of family when a man is his own community. He should never be part of a group. You're never part of a group. You are your own community, okay? But let me keep going. So in the cuddle party, which is a welcome circle, there is 30 minutes of introductions, rules, and a few games to help everyone get comfortable. How many YouTubes and books have y'all been going through? Remember, you feel nothing but comfortable. There is no yelling, no screaming. There's no anxiety. Wow, I'm amongst people that are just like me, and they understand what I'm going through. And they understand that when I go out into that real world, it's tough, right? But let me continue this shit, right? Keep reading this. So the cuddle party. Then we open up for a freestyle of cuddling. You have plenty of time to relax, chat, and share a back rub or a welcome touch, a cuddle, have a snack, or just hang out. Okay, not to say that you are cuddling with these guys, but think about what you're doing. You're following and listening to somebody who is teaching you how not to be a man, declawing you and defanging you by think about, let's pause for a second. I want y'all to think. Follow Uncle Dean on this. This is going to hurt, but let's talk about it. What is more dangerous to a woman? A lion with claws and fangs, right? Or a grass-eating lion that will compromise, give his spine and his balls up, apologize, and do whatever she wants. What's more dangerous for a woman? So think about that. So how can we, as a woman, think now, how can we defang these young boys so when we get hold of them, we can mold them and shape them any way we want? They're not going to fight. They're just going to accept whatever we decide on doing. So what we got to figure out here is we got to find a way to do the magic trick. Remember, magic is what, dog? All about a sleight of hand. Remember, while you're looking at this hand right here, the real trick is right here above my head, right? So I got an idea. Why don't we give in to what these young men are saying? Women are terrible. Me Too movement. The feminist movement. how bad the government is and child support. You know what? And then that way we can get somebody to that they will trust that are complaining about us. But at the same time, while they're trusting, they can declaw them from within. And that's y'all don't even see it happening because you don't look and question with your eyes and your ears. You don't see it. You just hear a guy, oh, women are terrible. And oh my God, the Me Too movement is awful. And the government's going to take you for all you got. And be careful, women this. And y'all are like, yeah, man, I understand. And I remember, just like you, man, I went and tried to talk to women at a club and she turned me down. Yeah, I know. I mean, don't you feel foolish? Don't you feel stupid? Don't you hate it when you see a woman and all they doing is just all they doing is this. Just bringing you in one by one to make you feel like you are a part of something and you don't even realize what they're doing. Because let me pause on the cuddle party and show you this. See, what these guys will do is they will give you what is called a false sense of confidence, just like your opponent will. How many times have I told you a woman will make you feel like you on top of the world, that you are the man in the house, you are the ego, you running shit. But slowly behind the scenes, she's picking your feathers one by one, just picking your feathers and taking off your claws. Why? Because I keep telling you, these guys are working for women. But a woman, see, if a woman came along and told you that the government was terrible, the Me Too movement and all this other stuff, you'd be like, man, fuck that bitch. Man, that bitch don't know what the fuck she's talking about. So what does a woman got to do? In order to, listen, look, we don't want men, because if we got to deal with men, then we have no choice but to submit. There is nothing that we can do. We won't have any say so. You know what? No, we don't want men. Now, we'll take a male, but we need to declaw him and we need to defang him, but we can't do it. So we'll get these guys that they trust. Wait a second. Ethel. Yes, Mary. What's wrong, Ethel? Wait a second. The guy over here he's saying he's gonna marry a blow-up doll. Don't you think these guys are smart enough to realize that they being hoodwinked? No, girl, you remember this strip club thing? No, they know. They listen. Remember, Ethel, sleight of hand. They're not thinking about the blow-up doll. They're not even thinking about his voice. They're only listening and accepting him because he is tapping on what they feel is the problem. They will bypass the whole thing. But wait a second. Don't you think these young men are going to question a man wearing makeup, wearing a boa and eye goggles? No, of course not, girl. Why? Because when they see him around other women, they're not even going to ask the questions. They're going to accept it as truth. Well, wait a second. I remember the saggy pants came from prison to show other inmates that the person was about gay sex. Well, when they see somebody sagging their pants like that, aren't they going to question that? Girl, absolutely not. No, all we got to do is put a few rappers with their pants sagging. We'll get them to throw some money up in the air. We'll put a bunch of cars with them. And guess what? Put a bunch of video hoes. And what's going to happen is they're going to start to believe that that's what and what's happening is we're declawing them. We're taking them away from their nature because they want pussy so bad, they're not asking questions. But wait a second. What about? Well, why would they follow these guys coming up with acronyms and why would they do? Because you put women. Look, hold on a second. Mr. Marketing Guy, can you come over here? Hey, how you doing? I'm Mike the Marketer. Can you explain to Ethel what's going on? Sure. Look, the thing is, Ethel, is that the thing about marketing is this. Most people are sheep. And people want to feel good because they worry about what people think about them. So what we do is that we sell a product and we look at the market. The market is these guys. These guys want women. So that means they're willing to do whatever it is except hard work. Hey, who wants to do that? So we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we are trying, all of us, what we're trying to do is we're trying to show them how to be a doctor in a day, how to be a lawyer in a day, how to be an accountant in a day, how to fly a plane in a day. But wouldn't common sense tell them they can't? No. Well, see, that's the beautiful thing about it. Their common sense doesn't kick in when they're watching these guys because their common sense wants to keep them exactly where they're at. So common sense doesn't kick in. Nobody's going to say, well, wait a second. How can you tell me I can be a man in a day when I don't even know myself? They're not going to ask that question. Why is this guy married to a blow-up doll? They're not going to ask that question. Why is that guy wearing fingernail polish? They're not going to ask that question. Why are these guys teaching us to run away from problems? They're not going to ask that question. No, they're not, because we've got our backup plan that they don't understand about. But wait a second. There's a backup plan? Of course there is. Look, this has been something that is going on now. See, everybody thought when women were trying to vote that it was all about the vote, but there was something more to it. They were looking at ways to go ahead and take over. See, the thing about the vote was a sleight of hand, because we want, as long as guys are worried about women picketing about voting, they didn't realize that there's going to come a time where these women are going to have sons, and these women can create what we need in the future by creating our law, our judges, creating our senators. They will create the people that will call and create the laws that the future young men are going to follow. And thus they're going to boil and frog this. It's going to be a slow process, but there's going to be a time when we get rid of all the fathers. We're going to kick them out of the homes and everything. And as we kick them out of the homes, what we're going to do is we're going to also let everybody win and let them feel like they get a trophy. And then on top of that, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that instead of learning how to sharpen their claws and sharpen their fangs like dad would teach them, we are going to allow mom to play dad. And how we're going to do it? We're going to reinforce it through the media. Why? Because a lot of these young boys don't realize that the media is part of the machine to hold them down. So what we're going to do is we're going to make them think. We'll come out with commercials and TV shows and ads and radio and stuff like that. We'll have rappers and athletes and Hollywood people that they want to follow. We'll pay them to do the same thing. And then we'll also have mom, look, coddle these boys. Teach them inconsistent discipline. We'll teach them how to hold on to that umbilical cord and be emotional. We'll let mom show these boys not what they won't have any coping skills. They will establish a codependent relationship with mom and all this other stuff. So when they get into the real world, this is where the guys come in on YouTube and the books. Once they get into the real world, they'll realize life isn't fair. And it's not fair that I have a job and I have a car and I've got the body, but I can't get the woman, right? Well, that's when we send them into the matrix, where you have all these guys telling them, I'm just like you. Thus, going back to the cuddle party. Cuddle party. You can come to the cuddle party and meet new people and enjoy amazing conversations. What do y'all think y'all doing when y'all on YouTube in the comments section talking to each other? Or you're on a Facebook, or you're on a messenger board, a message board talking amongst yourselves. You're enjoying amazing conversations. Now, the question with the cuddle party is to be touched or not to be touched, but to have fun and practice asking for what you want. That means I'm going to practice every day. Hi, my name is Steve. 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 I got it down. I know how to approach a woman now because I'm doing it because YouTube is telling me to do it, right? But also, like the cuddle party they're saying here, is that all of this is going to be in a setting structured in a safe place for exploration and enjoyment. What do you think MetTow is doing? Giving you guys a safe place to go your own way. A voice for men, a safe place to run from the problems. All these Itmores, Beatmores, and all these places are giving you safe places to mentally cuddle with other guys because nobody's going to question it. Nobody. But let me keep going. Because I think y'all don't understand where I'm coming from. Just follow me. I'm keep going with this. So the thing about these cuddle parties, let me see. That's about it. They just give you tears and laughter, both welcome. Not to say y'all have tears, but a lot of you guys want to change. And the fucked up thing about these motherfuckers is that they prey on your sadness, and they prey on the fact that you hurt, and they prey on the fact that you don't understand, and they prey on the fact that you're confused. Just like no different from the marketers. Do you have problems with this? And do you have problems with that? Well, drink this bottle and it's going to help you. Hi, my name is Ron. And you know what? I drank this bottle. And you know what? I became a doctor in a day. This works. All the fortified all the nutritious and all the fortified things to get you the woman today is all in this bottle right here. And all you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel or read my book, and you will be a doctor in a day. But the joke that everybody knows is that you don't question. You can't question because you are in a sense, you're when you feel like you're a part of something. Guys, I get it. When you feel like you're a part of something, you think that it's a great thing, right? Right. But think about this for a second. The thing about these guys is they don't want you to be an individual. They try to isolate you from you. And through working with women, they are nothing but declawing you, defanging you. But think about this, guys. Don't believe me. Like I said before, when you watch that YouTuber that tells you this is the trick and this is the gimmick and, women are this and women are that, does your voice ever tell you anything to make you feel the nervousness and the anxiety and the feelings that you get when you're outside the real world? No, because it wants you to do that. Because the more you're doing that, the more your mind is controlling you, the more the outside world is controlling you. And when you get in a relationship, the more she's controlling you, because a woman can control a defanged and declawed lion. They can control you with what? Dangling the pussy, leaving you in the relationship. They will abuse you and beat you up and all that other shit. Then guess where you run back to? The guy that said, see, I told you women are bad out there. You don't need women. You should stay away from women. You know what? I got an idea. Let's not jerk off. Because if we're jerking off, we're giving women our power. Let's try to figure that movement out. And one by one, they're coming up with new things and new ideas to declaw and defang you. But the sad part about all of this stuff that we're talking about right here is that no. See, Jeremy, here's the thing. Society cannot eliminate something it can control, but it can eliminate that thing when that thing starts to trust information that's being uploaded from a woman to a guy that they trust. It's the trusting of the guy without questioning the information and where it's coming from. It's trusting that they're telling me I can get women in one night stands. Sign me up. I can be a man in a day. Sign me up. I can be a lawyer in a day. Sign me up. I can fly a jet plane in a day. Sign me up. But what they want you to do is they want you to feel the current. Like I was telling you with Castaway, in order for Tom Hanks to get past and off the island, he had to beat the current. See, in order for you to cross the street from where you're at to being a real motherfucking man, there is this current. And that current is so great and so powerful that it's scary to a lot of guys because it makes you feel that you are this small and that you'll never get it and you ain't worth anything. So here's your question. Do I want to try to go in that current that makes me feel small, little, makes me feel like I can't do anything? Or do I want to go to this cuddle party where they're telling me it's okay to be who I am and I should go my own way and I shouldn't worry about life and I should make excuses and be a victim like mom and take no accountability for my actions and always blame everything on women, everything on the trees. And one thing I don't have to do is the truth is I don't have to look in the mirror and be honest with myself. So fuck, I will keep reading these books and I'll keep watching these YouTubes. And you know what happens to guys like that? You know what happens to guys like that? Unfortunately, when these things and these guys get to age of 40, what do they normally have? What? A midlife crisis. Because then they start to feel that, oh my God, I'm almost on the second half of my life. And what have I done with my life? I didn't live. I didn't have fun. Shit, fuck. I need to have all the fun now. The current is not as bad as you think. Because if you can just get past the current, everything's going to flow for you. But you can't get past anything until you face the fear. Matter of fact, what did I tell you? How many guys, what have I told you guys? Sometimes movies tell you truth, right? Remember I told you that? Sometimes movies tell you what you need to do in order to get yourself out of the fucking rut that you're in. God damn it, they showed you that shit with a fucking clown 4 times, because that movie came out 4 times. It was like 2 in the 90s, I think, and 2 now. They showed you, as long as you're giving that fucking clown your power, it's going to feel the power. It's going to have power over you. How many times have they told you, face your fears? And I know, and hey, listen, anybody can say it in a video and anybody can say it in a book. Flip the book. Hey, you got to face your fears. Yeah, you're right. I got to face my fears. Hey, you got to face your fears. Hey, you're right. I got to face my fears. You know what? All right. I can face my fears now. Close the book, turn off the computer, opens the door to the real world, sees a beautiful ass woman. Oh shit. The fear gets so big and so large that you're like, man, fuck that shit. Or you might not say fuck it. You'll be like, what do I say? Shit, I remember. Okay, wait. Okay, body language. Okay, that's it. Yes. Okay, just hang in there. Fuck. Come on. Show me something. Give me a sign. Give me a signal, because the YouTuber said that if I just watch her body language, she's gonna like me. And all she's saying is, okay, well, let me show him I like him. Let me show him I like him. Let me show him I like him. Let me show the sucker I like him. Let me show the sucker. It's like, let me just take my clothes off right here. You know what I mean? They know you before you know yourself. But with you, listen, what you got to understand, and this is what I'm saying to you. I'm saying, fuck what I think. Don't fucking believe me. Hopefully, one of these days, you guys out there will start asking questions with your eyes, asking questions with your fucking ears. And the questions that you need to start asking are, wait a second here. Why would a guy tell me not to get married? And why would a guy tell me not to have kids? All right, let me take that and let me put it through my true thought process. Now, I know the reason why I'm here. Well, a lot of you don't know, but okay, let me explain. I know why the reason that I'm here. Because if it wasn't for my great grandfather, or keep going down the line, who knew the importance of his name and his bloodline, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today. If I only knew what I am, what my last name means, and who I am as a man, then by all means, I can then go find a woman that has to prove herself worthy of my sperm and my last name. But wait a second, the YouTubers don't tell you that. They can't tell you that, because telling you that, guys, puts claws on you and gives you fangs. Women don't want you to hear that. No, women don't want you to know that your last name and your sperm are very important to you, and she's got to prove herself. They don't want you to know that, so they don't tell you that. So what they push on you. And like I told you before, this is how beautiful they are. Man, this is how great the game is in the Matrix. Let me pull it up for you. Guys, y'all want to call in? Y'all can't call in. Let me see if the lines, if anybody's calling in with a question, let me see here. Okay, y'all got any questions y'all can't ask, but check this out. Hold on a second. Wait. All right, yeah. Let me show y'all something. And I told you before, but I'm gonna tell y'all again, because I'm going to connect the dot that you guys don't even see. Now, for you guys out there, okay, what you are getting now, okay, what you're getting now. Now the new thing, the thing that they're doing today is they're plucking on your fears of government, family court, marriage, don't date, don't be with the woman, right? Okay. Now, for a lot of you guys, you think this is the brand new thing under the sun. It's never been done before. But ready, guys, I'm about to show y'all something. I'm about to y'all listen to me. I'm about to lace y'all with some game here. I keep telling you that it has been done before. Okay? You see, guys, let me see. When did it start? Okay. Here it is. And y'all can look it up. I'm going to walk y'all through this. In 1978, guys, if you don't believe me, do your homework. I'm not making this shit up, but I'm going to show you how deep the game is and what these guys are doing through women. Just follow me a second. In 1978, a documentary directed by Arnold Shapiro, narrated by Peter Falk, and this is in 1978. And the subject of the documentary in 1978 is a group of juvenile delinquents and their 3-hour session with actual convicts called Scared Straight. Now, this was in 1978. Now look, guys, I'm trying to connect some dots here because y'all think I'm the bad guy here, but I'm trying to get y'all to see the big picture so you can think with your eyes and think with your fucking ears. 1978, a TV show called Scared Straight came out. 1978. What was the purpose of this show? It was to take a bunch of knucklehead kids, bring them into a prison with a bunch of convicts that yelled and screamed at them and scared them into not doing crime anymore, right? Well, that was 1978. Let's fast forward to 2019 or before then. What are people doing right now? Scaring you from talking to women, scaring you using the government, scaring you using the Me Too movement, scaring you by using feminization, scaring you by using the family court, scaring you by using you're going to get used and taken for all your money. All they're doing is being a carbon copy of what was produced in 1978. But you got to see it, man. You got to see it. Don't fucking believe me. You look at it yourself. You see it. Because I don't want you to believe me. Fuck what I'm saying. Do the homework. Think. Why would somebody scare me or make me feel like women are the scourge of the earth? Y'all never asked that question. But y'all never asked this question at all either. You listen to the YouTubers saying the shit, but you never look at the YouTuber himself to ask the question of, was he man enough? Maybe he was the bitch in the relationship. Maybe he was the declawed, defanged fucking lion that got walked over by a fucking woman. Maybe he was the motherfucker that tried to cheat trick a trickster. She got his ass. But y'all don't ask that question. You want to know why? Because the group of the cuddle party guys, they're all victims. Like a woman, right? Women are victims all the time, right? The world is against me. Women are just terrible and women are this. So what y'all guys do is you begin to follow what you feel is in your best interest. But you got to think about this. Is your best interest when the voice in your head is making you feel like you're going to go crazy if you don't run away from the situation? Or is it when the voice in your head is quiet? Think about that for a second. When the voice in your head is quiet. See, what you guys don't know is that these women who utilize these guys that come in as Smiths, Antichrist, or whatever you want to call them, agents, whatever you want to call them, they all give them the information, and it's the same information as the marketers. Listen, this whole thing is that they know that they need to create a community for guys who feel like they're outsiders, weirdos, or loners. We got to give them a place where they feel like something's wrong, okay? Like, we got to make sure that we want people to feel like, they have no chance. They can't make it by themselves, and in order for them to grow as a real person, that they need to have or follow somebody, or follow something that makes them feel like they're a part of something, because everybody wants to feel like they're a part of something. You know what I mean? And not to knock religion, but religion does the same thing. But I'm not here to knock anybody's religion's beliefs, but I'm just saying that how does it work? How do they do it? And I think what a lot of y'all don't, I guess y'all don't see, and you don't really get when it comes to all this stuff, is that these guys are created by greed. I remember I was friends with this guy. I won't say his name. I was cool with this guy. He was starting to do unethical things. And I told him I can't fuck with him no more. And my last straw is when he brought me into this group. He said, "You can be a part of this group." It was a marketing group. Now, and now at that time, the marketing group, there was the marketing thing at that time was called a squeeze page. Okay. It was that far back. Now, what a squeeze page is it's a long, it's paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, and the more you read it, the more you get sucked in. But this person brought me into this group that these people will meet up weekly, and they would try to figure out ways to manipulate guys out of their money. And what they would do is they would have a green screen. Now, this is how green screens worked back in the day before y'all knew what a green screen did. You could take a green screen and put it on the wall, and you could put a bunch of books in front of you, and then turn the green screen into a library and make it look like there was a woman in the library, and the guy, it was all in his house, and he was showing them, "Look, this is how I'm gonna get them. I'm going to show them how to pick up a woman in the library by setting up the table, but putting a green screen on the backside, and get these guys to do it." But see, what happens is that what they push out and what's being pushed out now is that they promise you, if you follow my YouTube channel, if you read my books, okay, you're going to have the success. You're going to be a doctor in a day. You're going to be a lawyer in a day, and all these things. And you see, the thing about controlling somebody's mind is that they are enhanced to give you a feeling of you're really making it when you're really sinking in even more. But what they got to do is, and for you guys, let me see if there's any calls. Okay, no calls. But what they're doing is that they want to make sure that they make a lot of these young men, and this is through the women as well. The women got to make sure that these guys believe that there is nowhere else that they can go to be saved. There is not. They have tried everything they have done to try to get confidence and to try to be able to talk to women. They've done everything except go do it. Basically, they've watched so many YouTubes and read so many books. They've done everything except really go do it, right? But what they want to make them feel like is that they want to make them believe that in order for you to do it, right, is to follow me, because I have remember, sleight of hand. fingernail polish, dressing more like a woman, making you asexual, having a blow up doll, all that, y'all. Because it's a fresh feeling for the majority of you guys. A lot of you guys don't whatchamacallit, man. What is 610 talking about? Let's see here. Like you found that out that I was really bad comparison by now. Wait, I like that you found that out, but that was a really bad comparison. What the fuck is that? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. Y'all know what I'm about to do. Wait a second. Give me a second. Because 610. Wait a second. Let me see something. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Let's see something. Hold on a second. Give your boy a second. Y'all know what I'm about to do. Give me a second. Let me do the Lord's work. Giveth me a second. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Give me a second, gentlemen. Y'all know what's about to go down. Give me a second. Hold on a second. Where is... I'm trying to... Shit. I think... All right, here we go. I think I can do it here. Or can I? Fuck. I don't think I can do it. But I think you guys can. Can somebody... Wait a second. Let me try one more thing. Hold on. Let me try one more thing. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to try to do it here. Give me a second here, guys. Let me try to do it. I'm going to show y'all something. Give me a second. I'm going to show y'all something. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can do that shit. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if I can do it. I think I can do it. Give me a second. Oh, shit. Can I do it? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can do it. I can do it. All right, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Give me a second. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, yes. All right. Oh, I can't really do that. I'm just looking at something. I can't. Create a playlist. Okay, I can't. I wish I could, but nope, I can't. Damn. But anyway, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, like I said, guys, when you have guys like this, like I like that you found that out, but that was really bad compared. What is the bad comparison? I don't know what the bad comparison is, but that's what we're talking about here. A lot of these guys will try to defend the cult. I'm not trying to knock the cult. I'm just telling you how shit works. And unfortunately, by that alone, I'm kind of like the bad guy here, and I'll accept that shit. I'm the bad guy, but the thing that they love to do in the YouTubes and in the books is that they always want to keep you busy, right? so busy that you never have time to go out into the real world and realize that they are full of shit. Think about that. Think about how much time y'all give these guys every day. And some of you guys go to these guys to feel good about yourselves. And that's part of a drug. When you don't want to face your fears and you rather go to the herd to feel good about yourself, that shows a lot about where you're at right there, man. That's the truth, yo. It's how this shit goes, man. But like I say, this ain't for everyone. I don't know what's wrong with that motherfucker. But what they love to do is the best thing they like to tell you is they're not a cult. They're not. And what y'all got to understand, okay? And think about this. If you look at most of these things, these guys, all right, that what they're looking for is that they really hide what they teach. But you're not supposed to know that until it's too late. They will not tell you the truth. Okay? And for a lot of you guys, y'all are about numbers. The more numbers they have, the more realistic they are. So y'all follow the numbers, the subscribers. These guys also really are gonna make sure that they don't allow anything to be questioned. You know what I mean? See, I tell you all the time, you can ask questions. That's what this show is about, asking questions. But see, when you guys start to question them, then they make you feel bad and all this other stuff. And that's how some of this stuff works. But what I'm saying is that a lot of you guys out there never ever think to yourselves that in order to really break free, and the key word is break free, is by really facing the fear. But a lot of people don't even understand the fears that come with it. They don't understand. Because if you notice, what person do you think of calls himself a godfather, or I'm the god of this certain thing, right? Y'all got to think about that shit. Y'all got to think about this shit. They will have you thinking that you can talk to women, but the truth is, when you turn the YouTube off and all that other stuff, you get to see the truth. And sometimes that truth is something a lot of you guys can't handle, is the fact that you guys are terrible with women. Y'all are scared of women, and you don't know what to do with a woman. And these things can be frustrating. I'm not saying they're not frustrating, gentlemen. I'm not saying these things are not frustrating, guys. But you've got to listen. I'm telling y'all right now, don't believe a fucking thing I'm saying right now. All I want you to do is two things. When this is over, grab a book, do it right now. Either open a book and turn the pages right now, or watch a YouTube right now and notice the voice in your head ain't saying shit. There's no fears, there's no anxiety, there's nothing that makes you feel like, oh my God, the world's coming and crushing you. You feel nothing. You're not supposed to feel anything, because to declaw you and defang you doesn't mean you got to throw the frog in the boiling water. You slowly turn it up. See, this is why I tell you, when it comes to the dating game, how smart women are. A woman can hire a guy to do the magical trick that a magician does by talking about women in a way to make women be the most disgusting, vile things on the earth. And because a lot of you guys are afraid of women and you're scared of women, you don't know how to approach them and all other stuff, you like to be more like a woman and blame and not take accountability. So when these guys over here tell you women are terrible, they're the scourge of the earth, women don't like you, they always messing with Tyrone, man, I'm like you guys, I got the job and I got the nice car, I got a chiseled body, I'm 6 whatever, and she doesn't like me. And y'all like, wow, this guy gets me. And at no time do you question with your eyes, question with your mind, question with your ears. You just follow him because you feel like he understands you. But the thing that should blow your fucking mind right now, the thing that should blow your mind is ask yourself the question, why isn't the voice in my head telling me to run away? Why isn't the voice in my head telling me I'm not good enough? Why isn't the voice telling me I'm too short, too skinny, too small? Why am I not feeling nervous? And why am I not going through all the shit I go through when I see a woman I like? You want to know why? Because the motherfucker, I keep telling you, the greatest enemy is in a place you'll never expect. And that's why I'm telling you, hey, Gemini Man is a bad movie, guys. Don't go see that shit. But Gemini Man in this analogy is what's going on. Who knows you better than you? 3 people know you better than you know yourself. Your mind, your mindset, it knows you better than you. Women know you better than you, and marketers know you better than you. And I know y'all saying, wait, saying that's bullshit. How the fuck can it? Dude, like I told y'all, man, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but come on, guys. I mean, really. If I told you that somebody will create a building and put poles in there and have scantily clad women in there, and guys will pay and throw money at their feet, y'all would think I'm fucking crazy if y'all were in another world. And if I told you, let me tell you, hold on a second. I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. This is gonna be the funniest one. Wait, I can't see this. See, if I told you that there is a guy that has a high-pitched voice and he calls himself Sandman, and guys like this have dolls, would you believe that he had over 500,000 followers? Y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told you that shit. Y'all wouldn't even believe me if I told you. What if I told you there's a magician that wears black fingernail polish, boas, and goggles, and he's going to show you how to get women? Y'all wouldn't even believe my motherfucking ass. Y'all wouldn't believe me. You want to know why? Because when you are caught into it and hooked by it, that drug of a woman is a very powerful drug, man. And that drug will make you do shit that you would never think you would ever do. Never do it. And that's the, it's not a bad thing. It's just the truth, man. They know that a lot of you guys are dependent. Okay, your thirst for pussy is so great, and the desire to quote unquote belong to something, and the fact that you have no confidence is a key component to all of them hunting you down and declawing you and defanging you. The fact that you are not self-reliant and you're not assertive, okay? Because they know you never, remember, you don't question with your eyes. I see a guy with a blow-up doll, or I see a guy wearing with tight pants, or his pants hanging off his ass and shit like that. Why the fuck am I following a dude that acts more like a woman? But you don't question that, right? And this is no knock on you guys out there. There's also well, wait a second. Jeremy, it's the same concept, brother. The strip club is no different from the YouTubers and the guys, because they're giving these guys a jolt of feel good. When you are thirsty and needy, you're not you don't have any assertiveness, right? Think about this with the strip club as well as them. When you're gullible, okay, you have the tendency to believe what somebody says without you thinking about it. How does that work also in the strip club? Man, when those strippers sit on your lap and rub your face and look you in your eyes and be like, how are you doing? Oh, wow, you must have had a rough day. Would you like a dance? That'll be $20. Y'all motherfuckers are so gullible, y'all follow it. And the fact that you have no tolerance for uncertainty, okay? You've got to ask questions. But for a lot of you who have the herd mentality and don't realize a man is his own community. See, when men come together, gentlemen, they come together as separate individual communities coming together. But what you guys are doing is that you are trying to follow the migration of other people because you want to follow the herd, because I'd rather be a part of something than nothing at all. Because when I was by myself, I got laughed at, ridiculed, and all the other stuff, and I got tired of that. So I'd rather follow. Remember the cuddle party thing. I'd rather be around a bunch of other people where I'm a part of something than nothing at all. And this ideal that they give you a belief that the person that is teaching you has your best interest in mind. How does a man take you away from your bloodline and have your best interest? How does a man not show you the power and value of your last name and y'all say he's got your best interest? How does somebody tell you to run away from women and make you more asexual has your best thought and interest? It doesn't work that way, man. Because just like a woman, what did I tell you? Women are what? Deception and manipulation, right? Are y'all following me? Oh, wait a second. I think I need to open lines. Let me see. Oh, lines are down. I'm sorry, guys. Oops. I'll open the lines back up if y'all want to talk, but
thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
I'll open the lines back up if y'all want. I'm sorry. Y'all might be trying to call and shit. Hold on, let me open the lines back up. But I'm gonna keep on this because I really want you guys out there to see it. I don't want y'all to see it because I'm telling you, fuck what I think, man. Fuck what I think, dude. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Fuck my thoughts. What I want y'all to do, you see it for yourself. Fuck what I say. And if you can't see it, then you're part of the cog, and that's okay. I'm not mad at you because you are, but that's just how it is, man. So let me go ahead and move the lines up. But yeah, it's always been that way, man. But y'all don't understand the power and how cold and how calculating women are. I'm opening the lines up 1 second. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna open the lines back up. Y'all can call in.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
To start your show now.
Your show is scheduled to start in 18 seconds.
All right, so we're back on. Y'all calling if you're 1-2-515-605-9373 is the number. Lines are open if you want to, but let me continue.
Your show will go live in 5
check this
seconds.
out.
4, 3,
So check this out,
2,
guys.
1.
And follow me on this, okay?
Blog Talk Radio.
As I told you before, women are deception and manipulation. Women are not accountable or responsible for their actions, okay? And what I mean by the deception and the manipulation is I'm not saying women are bad. I'm just saying that they are the masters of deception and manipulation. They are the quote unquote, they are the highest of the high when it comes to deception and manipulation. All you got to do is turn on your TV. What do you see? Makeup commercials. Turn on your TV. What do you see? Ways to make yourself look younger. Taking away the lines to enhance your young look. Deception, manipulation. Putting on weave, wigs, fake nails, fake eyes, fake boobs, fake breasts, fake breast, and push their breasts up and all that. Just walking deception and manipulation. There's no knock on them, but that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. The number one. That's it. But isn't it funny there are guys out there teaching you how to manipulate and deceive women? Guys, let me ask you this riddle. If she's at the top of the food chain when it comes to deception and manipulation, and a guy is trying to teach you how to deceive and manipulate a woman, then who do you think he's working for? I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. But I'm just trying to get you to think. So if you know that these guys revolve around you not being authentic and you lying and manipulating women and using NLP, hypnosis, pickup lines, tricks, gimmicks, and magic and all that other stuff in between, okay? They know this about you, okay? All right? They know how to pick up on. Now, this is a skill that I always tell you guys when y'all get in the real world where y'all really lose, okay? Because women and these guys, they learn how to pick up on your fears and your vulnerabilities, gentlemen. They know that you're depressed. They know that you feel alone. They know that you feel like you have no confidence. And what we got to do is we got to give him that synthetic, impossible confidence made out of grass. We gotta make them feel like they're lying by cheating the game and going to the Serengeti store, the Serengeti King, and asking for an impossible zebra burger without doing all the work. They don't have to do any work. They just get show up, stand in line, and get a burger that tastes like a zebra that's made out of grass. But you got to understand that they win over your trust because they know, and this is what a woman does to y'all weak guys. They just because y'all think y'all winning, sometimes y'all are really losing, man. And that's just how it is, man. But they know how to isolate you from hard work. A lot of people don't want you to work hard. What hey, dude, do you really want to go out there and face that woman and feel all that pain? Man, I don't know. Do you really want to get knocked down? Aren't you tired of getting beat up? Aren't you sick and tired of losing? Man, just come over here. Over here, you don't have to feel the feeling of rejection. You don't have to feel anxiety, and you don't have to have fear. Over here, all you got to do is just come over to us and we got you. Right? And once you feel or once you mentally commit yourself to these people, okay, the process of the manipulation and deception has already been started. It has started from the moment that you did. When you guys don't question with your eyes and your ears, that is the moment the manipulation starts. It doesn't start when you're reading the books and you're watching the YouTubes. The moment of manipulation starts when you don't question. It's like y'all like you never question things, man. You never question a man marrying a blow-up doll. I think that wasn't Sandman. I think it's a turd flinging ape or someone like that, or turd flinging. I don't know who it is. Some guy marries his fucking doll, but nobody questions that. Mystery wearing fingernail polish. Nobody questions that. Skinny jeans. Nobody questions that. Guys wearing capri pants. Nobody questions that. Guys sagging their pants. Nobody questions that. Guys using tricks, manipulation, and gimmicks. Nobody questions that, man. Nobody questions it. So the thing is, gentlemen, the moment you don't question it is the moment you become a part of it. You've got to be able to, it's odd when you guys look for cars, clothes, and certain things that mean something to you. You want the quality, you know what I mean? You do your homework and you make sure that, maybe you look at the Kelley Blue Book and see, is this car good on the mileage or gas? And, is there any breakdowns? Is there any recalls? I mean, y'all do your fucking homework on cars and all that shit. But when it comes to you don't even question the person you follow. You don't even question it. You don't. And the moment, gentlemen, that you don't question it, The moment you don't question it is the moment that you have just taken that drug. That moment that you don't even realize the virus has already staked claim to you, because the first group of questions you got to do as men has got to be an eye and ear test, dude. Period. Eyes and ears. If it looks funny and strange, you should be questioning it. If you're reading quick fix, magic pill in a day, one night stands, you should be questioning it. And then you should question the person that you see. Where's his receipts? Have I ever seen him talk to a woman? Have I ever seen him interact with a woman? Hell, has he ever been challenged to answer a text message unscripted? Has he ever? These are questions that y'all should be asking yourselves, man. Well, I wouldn't necessarily. I was disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I understand, Keith. I'm not disappointed. I just understand how the shit goes. But what you'll learn, Keith, is that as a man, this is what y'all don't understand. And this is going to be the most fucked up thing I always tell you guys. A lot of guys would be like, well, why don't y'all ever intervene? That's part of the game, dude. It's the rule of the game. We are not allowed to intervene in you being a grass-eating lion. And I'm going to tell you the most fucked up reason why. And this is fucked up, what I'm about to tell you. The reason why most motherfuckers don't intervene and save the majority of these young guys is because these young guys are one day going to have a wife, a girlfriend, or somebody they living at that they want to fuck. That's the truth. Dude, look, I didn't say the game was fair, because my mentor told me this a long time ago. To be honest with you, they despise you. They hate you. They think that y'all are like dirt under their shoe. That's how they think. But they, in a sane sense that they don't respect you, they love you, because they know they can take whatever they want from you when they want to take it. Go ahead, do all the work. Date her, kiss her ass, put a ring on her finger, marry her, give her the big house on the hill. And when I'm ready to take what the fuck you got, there ain't nothing you can do. Case in point, what I tell you about the zebra. In the community of a zebra, the top alpha zebra is running shit, right? But anytime a lion wants to come in that fucking pack and take what he wants, who the fuck is going to stop him? Y'all got to think. Look, I don't make the rules up, but I ain't think y'all ready to hear some of this real ass shit that I'm telling y'all. I don't think y'all ready to hear this shit. Ask yourselves the question. Why do y'all think most guys don't say shit? They don't say nothing about these groups. If you want to follow the herd that teaches you how to use a wheelchair to pick up women, man, go do it, buddy. If you want to know how to manipulate women, go do it. If you want to read those books, hey, I ain't stopping you. But I'm sorry to tell you, the reason why is just like a lion going into a pack of zebras. Zebras ain't going to do shit. That motherfucking lion takes what he wants when he wants it, and that's the truth. And when you don't know the game, you pray. Dude, look, This is why we don't beg you motherfuckers to be men. But to be honest with you, most motherfuckers love the fact that y'all want to take the easy way out and take the easy route. Because guess what? The easy route is going to get you a woman. It's going to get you a date. It's going to get you a girlfriend. It's going to get you somebody to live with. It's going to get you somebody to be engaged with. And it's going to be someone that you marry and somebody you have kids with. And anytime that motherfucker wants to come into your life on any of those phases and take what you got, he can. And that's the truth. That's the fucking truth. That's the truth. Let's see here. First step of conquering any light cheese and what's worse, wow, conquer yourself, men need to live on the edge and stop running their fears. First step in conquering the facet of life and achieving what's worthwhile is first conquering yourself. All right, I'll give you that, Walt. I'll give you that. But you're right, but we got to get deeper. I like what you're saying, Walt. Respect to you. But this ain't a surface level show. I'm not about feel good. That's great what you're saying. I love what you're saying. We got to go below the surface. We get deeper on this motherfucking show. I don't want feel good. Because anybody can say that to somebody right now. And as soon as they turn this fucking show off and they go out and see a fucking woman, that shit ain't even going to fucking matter, dog. That's how deep we trying to go, brother. But I appreciate what you're saying, though. Respect to you. I appreciate that. No knock on you. Respect to you. But let me continue. Wonder what's this thing on mine. Wonder what that thing is. Well, so what's happening here, guys, is that the beautiful thing. Now again, I'm gonna kind of flip this script a little bit, and I'm gonna tell y'all some fucked up shit. But I gotta keep that shit real because I don't want you to feel like everything is sunshine and rainbows, because it's not sunshine and rainbows. See, the thing about the game is that it gives back to those that respect it, and it fucks those that try to cheat it, basically. But what y'all guys have to understand as far as guys, see, a lot of people always say, well, I don't understand, man. How is it that I have the job, the clothes, the body, the degrees, I'm a good guy and all this other stuff, but why does she want to fuck with Pookie and Ray Ray, right? Well, nobody wants to fuck with a person who has no sense of self. They will use you when you don't have it. See, when you have a sense of self, gentlemen, you question with your eyes and you question with your fucking ears. You question with your eyes and you question with your ears. Meaning, when a real man meets a woman, it ain't about the pussy. It's about what can that motherfucker bring to his table. That's the question. He sees the sexy woman, but the question is beyond the sexy woman, what is she going to do for my motherfucking ass? And I don't want to hear that I'm a good girl and I'm sweet and kind. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear what makes you different from all these other motherfucking women. You see that? That is when you have a sense of self. But for the majority of you guys, you don't have a sense of self. The majority of you guys out there are so goddamn thirsty that you get played by everybody. Let me see what this motherfucker's saying. He coming back. Let's see what this motherfucker's saying. I will give you that one. A+. Yes. Yes. That I will give you that. Yes. I'll give you an A+. And a Walt, I'll also give you an A+. I'll throw y'all A+. I'm gonna give y'all an A. I won't give you an A+, but I'll give you a passing grade on that statement. See, for a lot of you guys out there, is that the deception part. Okay, remember I told you women are deception. They are the masters of manipulation, the masters of deception. So if y'all can believe that and understand that they are that, then ask yourself a question. Why would somebody teach me that? Okay, let me tell y'all something. And this is 100. Y'all, people always ask me, why don't I go to strip clubs, right? Now, I've been to a strip club before, and when I go, I just chill. I don't even talk to the strippers. I don't do nothing with them. But why don't I go to a strip club? Because that's their domain. In that fucking building with those poles, it is their domain. That is their fucking area, their ecosystem. Their ecosystem is full of fantasies and manipulation and deception. That's all it is. But now that's later on. I can fuck a stripper because when she's in the building, she's like Candy or Sherry or Portia or whatever the fuck her stripper name is. But when she leaves the strip club, she goes back to human form, to who she really is. So, but that's the other game. I ain't talking about that. But let's get back to the deception. See, the thing about women and the thing about these cults that y'all are part of is that they trick you into joining them, committing yourselves to the cause of, ready, going your own way is a cause. The Me Too movement is a cause. Feminization is a cause. Let's see here. The government is a cause. Family court, her taking your money. What else? They got so many causes out there. Okay. That you follow blindly without asking questions. See, the key thing about all of this out there, guys, is the fact that y'all don't ask questions. You don't question the author, and you don't question the YouTuber. Hold on, man. If you so good at getting bitches, why the fuck do you telling me to lie to a bitch if you getting so much pussy? Wait a second. If you good at getting bitches, why the fuck are you wearing fucking black fingernail polish? Hold on. If you so good at getting bitches, why do I gotta wear tight pants or sag my pants and shit to get bitch? Wait a second. You talking about you get bitches? Why the fuck am I gotta wear a purse or something like that to get bitches? Y'all don't ask questions. And when you don't ask questions, hey, come on. Hey, you remember Django Unchained? Come on in and get yourself something cold to drink. Come on in. Why? Because what women know, and women too. Yo, you gotta say, hey, look with the eye question. Yo, she's sexy as fuck. She got a fat ass. Damn, she look like she can suck dick. But what the fuck is she bringing to the table other than her titties? That's the eye question, right? Well, I'm a good girl and I just had bad luck with guys, right? The ear question would be, all right, that's cool. But what separates you from all these other bitches out here that I'm messing with? Y'all don't even do that, right? And once you don't do that, they automatically know they got you. Because you don't have a thing called clear expectations. And clear expectations is something that real men have. That goes beyond the titties and the ass and everything. Let's see here, Ronan. Yeah. But also, they're so good at what they do is that they hide their practices. But this is what you want to do. You go up to a woman, man, you got to look at her body language, or Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. I ain't trying to laugh, dog. I'm gonna try not to laugh at this shit. Hold on a second. I'm not trying to laugh, man. And I'm not trying to make it funny. I'm not trying to be funny, man. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm not trying to be funny. I swear to you, listen, guys, I'm not trying to be funny. All right. Nobody. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Let me find it. Hold on. All right, here we go. Remember, eyes and ears. Nobody asked this question. Okay. Well, I see that you have a lot of subscribers. I see you have hundreds of thousands of people following you. So how do I get a woman? Hey, okay, this is what you say. Okay. When you walk up to her, what I want you to say to her is this: did it hurt when we fell from heaven? Or why don't you try this one? Do you believe in first sight? Or should I work past it again? I mean, I'm not making up these pickup lines. These are PUA pickup lines. Let me find another one. Hold on, let me see here. Wait, there's a jealous girlfriend opener. Okay, this is the jealous girlfriend opener. But again, this is what I want y'all. I'm just saying this. All right. Hey, excuse me. Can I get your opinion on something? I'm trying to give my friend over there some advice, but we're a bunch of guys not qualified to comment on these matters. Well, what's the matter? Well, okay, now that I'm here for a second, you see, I got a wing guy over there, and well, he has been dating a girl for 3 months now, and she just moved in with him. Now, this is part 2 of the question. So imagine that you've been dating someone for 3 months, and he's still friends with his old girlfriend from college. How do you feel about that? He says, girl, blah, 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 right? He says, yes. Now, guys, I'm not making this shit up. This is, guys, And guys, let me say something. Let me tell y'all this, because I'm not trying to be funny. But the worst part about this is you guys never question this shit. You never, ever question the people that are telling you the shit that they are saying. You never do it. But then what they do the best, like a woman, what these guys that work for women do is do the worst thing that they can do to you. If there's anything, now listen, now follow me on this, it's gonna be fucked up. The worst thing they're doing to you is our victory. And I'm gonna say it again. The worst thing that they do to you guys is always gonna be our victory, okay? The worst thing that these YouTubers do and these fucking fake ass authors do, and there's a few of them that are good authors. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. But the worst thing that they do is that they isolate you and cut you off from the outside world to demolish your inner, to stop you from seeing the truth. To stop from you to see the true perspective of things. And by isolating you, y'all guys start to get a distorted sense of reality. Okay? The isolation part is the most important part. Because the more you're watching the videos, the more you're reading the books, the less you're out there learning the truth about yourself. Because once you learn the truth about yourself, you begin to question everything. And once you begin to question everything, then you start to question the motherfuckers that have you been following that's been leading you astray. What's up? What's up? Oh, my dog. That's my dog. Got to give him a shout out right there. Spin game, baby. That's my dog right there. That's my dog right there. Just telling them game, dog. Just telling them game. But they want to isolate you from going to talk to women because they know that if they take you away from what you need to learn, then you will always be a victim and caught up in the cycle of doing what they want you to do. They don't want you to see the outside world because the outside world is your truth. You will never know how good you are with a woman until you are faced in front of one. That's the truth. Hey, I told y'all, read all those books. Look, hey, take a moment right now. Homework assignments, just stop right now. Look at all the books that you have. Confidence, 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 dating women, confidence, confidence. I mean, all the books that you got. Collecting dust, and you're still the same goddamn person. Why? Because they're taking you away, declawing you, and defanging you. They don't want you out there getting pussy. But let me be honest with you. The real motherfuckers out there don't want you out there either. The great thing about being a man is that there ain't no competition out there. But what's great about you guys is that eventually you stick your head out. You know, what do they call y'all motherfuckers? What do they call y'all motherfuckers that's like always in the darkness and shit? You finally come out the cave and shit. You like, oh my God, the light. What they love the most about you guys is that when you get into the Serengeti, they know you a fuck up away from them fucking your girl. They know that, you know what? I ain't buying that bitch no dinners and no drinks. Shit, he gonna do it. Why? Because he believes the media, the stories, and these motherfucking YouTubers buy drinks and shit. Come on. Let's be real with that shit. But also, there's something that they want from you. Well, hey, let me take that away. They want it from you, but they don't ask you. You hand it to them. Now, don't get me wrong. You hand your respect over to women. You hand your respect over to women, but this is definitely deeper. You guys give these YouTubers and these motherfuckers in the books something that you should never give away, and that is your loyalty, submission, and devotion. Y'all ain't ready for this shit. I don't think y'all ready for this shit. Oh man, I don't think y'all ready for this shit. I will say it again. They don't ask you for it. You, because you believe in them, you give them your loyalty, submission, and devotion without even questioning shit. They know the man with a sense of self will never give those things away. Because a man who has a sense of self is going to question shit. All right, you talking about women ain't shit, don't get married, you once divorced and women will have walked up. Motherfucker, well, let's hear your motherfucking story. All right, I hear what you're saying, how women are fucked up, but hold on a second. What happened? Well, let me tell you what happened. Well, I wasn't really sure of myself, and I kind of got myself, I got with a woman, and I gave her my balls and my spine, and she walked all over me, and I'm just fucking pissed, and that's why I'm telling you guys, don't mess around with women. Motherfucker, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, that's when You question shit when you have a sense of self, because you gotta look at the person. If a person is telling you to stay away from women, if a person is telling you that women are the scourge of the earth, this is what, guys, follow me. Fuck what I think. Fuck what I think, Steve. If women, hey, what's this? Damn, dude, shit. If women are the scourge of the earth, oh, I'm sorry. Why are they getting videos like this? A kiss being blown to them. If women are the scourge of the earth, why are my boys getting ass pictures? If what they're saying about women is so fucking bad, let me see what I can show you. If women are so fucking bad, then how are my boys getting messages like this? Are you ready for today? Good morning, sexy. LOL, feel good. Good morning. Good job. Describe them to me. Dude, if women are the scourge of the earth, how is it my boys are fucking? How is it my boys are going through these women like a hot knife through butter? Hold on, y'all me. Y'all, I got so many of these things. I can't be showing y'all all this shit. But if women are the scourge of the earth, let me see if I can blow this up. Let me see. How is it they sending pictures like this with their body? How, if they're the scourge of the earth? How is it if women are the scourge of the earth? On my way, White, I'm grabbing it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna tell my boy. Hold on a second. See invitations. If women are the scourge of the earth, guys, remember, women are the scourge of the earth, right? How are they sending a message? Oh, wait, let me get this fucking thing out the way. Hold on, guys. If women are the scourge of the earth, how are they sending messages like this if they're the scourge of the earth, gentlemen? If women are the scourge of the earth, why are they sending this shit? Or this? Find me someone like you who hasn't smashed half the universe. They know he's fucking and they still down. So answer me a question. If women are that bad, then how is it my boys are thriving with women? That's the question. So either the information you're getting is wrong, or because you have given somebody your devotion, your loyalty, and your submission is why you're not winning, dude. Why you're not going to win. And that's the truth. That's the truth. They want to control every moment and every waking part of you guys. If women are scum of the earth, then how am I getting a sloppy blowjob? Oh my God, dude. Dude, that's what I'm saying. But they want to take out the outside world. They want to stop and they want to prevent you from winning. Because as long as you don't win, guess what happens? Guess what happens when you don't win? If you're not winning, that means that you're not going out. They're stopping you from criticizing yourself. They take away guilt. They do all the stuff. They take away your doubts and all that other stuff that you have about yourself. Okay? Think about that, Sid. And then what's great about it is they pat you on the back and they praise you guys for watching their videos and shit, man. And they know you ain't going to do shit. They know this to be true. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all guys. Hold on, let me check the line, see if anyone called in. Shit, I gotta check the line. Okay, lines are free. Think about that, man. And think about this. Once they cut you out from the outside world, who then becomes your family? Who becomes your family? Those motherfuckers become your fucking family. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. But I can go on and on about this stuff, but I'm not here to scare you straight. That's not what that's not what this is all about, man. Well, we need to talk about these things, man. We need y'all to understand what's going on in all this. Hey, White, I'm ready. Go ahead. I can't hear you, but I'm good. I'm good. You ready? Just say something on there and I can see you moving. Wait, shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, White, I got you in my ear, so go ahead. I got you in one ear while I'm doing the show. All right, but anyway, like I was saying. Oh, shit. All right. All right, can you hear me? Check. All right, I got you in my ear. Go ahead. I just talk. I'm doing my show though. Go ahead. But like I was saying, yeah, go ahead. But I'm ready to roll. But what I'm saying is, for you guys out there, is that there's so many y'all got so many unanswered questions about yourself and stuff like that. The distress, the problems that y'all have. These motherfuckers are just walking all over you, man. Well, it's not just to gain culture, it's just to run this shit to you. Let me see here. Whiskey, dears. All right. Where the fuck are we going? All right. Okay. Yeah, but guys, y'all got questions. Y'all can ask them, but I don't want to go too deep in this, but it's just something I want y'all to think about. These are the things that y'all should be thinking about when it comes to the game and stuff like that at the end of the day. Now, we did like 3 hours and shit like that, man. So, if y'all got any questions, y'all know how to hit me up and stuff like that. But we're going to keep talking about this thing. Maybe tomorrow we'll continue this. Guys are asking me, I'm loading up 3 hours of Tuesday show for you. We'll talk more of this on Riding with the Dean, but we'll keep covering this. But at the end of the day, I don't want to discourage you from these motherfuckers. If you feel that you need to be a part of those things, do it. Be a part of that shit. But at the end of the day, if you want to be on the side of getting pussy, you want to roll with the motherfuckers that's getting pussy. So anyway, walked into a conference, a landmine. Walked into a conference, landmine. Oh shit! What the fuck? What kind of landmines you walk into? Nah, ain't nobody. We ain't talking about the Eagles and Cowboys and shit. That's going on this weekend. We ain't talking about that shit. No, I'm just telling y'all right now about this shit. So I'm about to wrap this up. We did a few hours. We good to go, but y'all need to go back and listen to this without judgment. Go get a book, open it up, and y'all will see what the fuck I'm talking about at the end of the day. That's all you got to do at the end of the day. But other than that, if y'all got last go around, if y'all got any questions, y'all can feel free to ask them real quick. I'll be happy to answer any questions y'all got right now before I wrap this shit up. But I'm definitely gonna wrap this motherfucker up. We did 3 hours. That should be enough information for y'all for the day. It's time for me to go roll with my dog and do what we motherfuckers do when we ain't talking to bitches and shit. We have fun and shit. So I'm about to go get my chill on and shit. So I need to hear what you're saying, my friend. Well, okay. Well, if you got a question, ask it. But guys, don't forget, add me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, The Man Mindset. Also, guys, on top of that, look for what was I saying? Look for a Riding with the Dean maybe tomorrow. We might do a Riding with the Dean show. And we will continue this tomorrow if y'all want to. It's up to y'all. But outside of that, guys, if y'all have any questions, hit me up at themanmindset@gmail.com. As always, y'all know how to get at me, gmail.com, themanmindset@gmail.com, themanmindset@gmail.com. Get at your boy, holla at me, send me messages. We are there. But guys, also, last go round, the Halloween game, go to the Man Mindset. The Halloween game is going to be jumping off next week. I'm telling y'all, if you really want women, I'm setting you up to get women. I've done everything I can to get you women on Halloween. Nobody is doing what I am doing. There's not one guy doing this at all. And if you want to get women, just do the Halloween game. You got the testimonials. I walk you and break down everything in the show. And also, I got videos to show you how to prepare it, fix it, and do everything. Then on Tuesday, you got a choice. Y'all got the swinger clubs, or you got the regular clubs that you want to go to. We are doing all the work. All you got to do is show up. But again, it really shows you what you are and how bad you want women at the end of the day. It forces you to be honest with yourself. So with that being said, let me see if there's any other questions before I wrap this up. Kid 71. Let's see here. How do you defeat anxiety and nervousness? Well, the way you defeat it, man. The only way you defeat shyness and nervousness is stop believing the fucking stories of shyness and nervousness. Yeah, and I always give you a case in point. Just do this. What's your name? Kid 71. Kid 71. Go to your fucking refrigerator right now. Look at your refrigerator and go get a bottle of water in your refrigerator and tell me, are you nervous or shy? Just do that. Do that. And if you feel nervous and shy, then you have a problem. But if you can dig in your refrigerator and get something to drink and get something to eat, then talking to a fucking bitch ain't gonna be shit. But you believe the story of being nervous and shy. Just say to yourself, you don't have to go to your fucking refrigerator. Just tell yourself you hungry. Do you get nervous and shy to eat kibbles? Fuck no. You go after what the fuck you want, like a real motherfucking man. So ain't no goddamn nervous and shy. Well, Charlie, I don't have no soul. I ain't shit. But thank you. I appreciate what you're saying. Let's see here. Do you talk about under the surface talks like this usually? If so, great. Well, yeah, if you do your homework about me and look at what we do, hell yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do that. We always do that stuff, man. I one thing I like to do is I want to make sure that I help you guys out and give you every opportunity to be men. I want you to win. All I ask you to do is when you fucking a bitch is take a moment and smack her in the ass one time for me. That's all I ask. But yeah, but we do all that shit, man. This is what this show's about. Let me see here. Let me next question. Steve, why when you ask a woman what they bring to the table, they start talking about shit they have or what they accumulated? Because they ain't used to that fucking question. The questions they're used to is, what do you do for a living? When was your last boyfriend? What are you looking for in a relationship? That's the shit they look for. but they never ask the real shit because they never been challenged, dog. That's the beautiful thing about this show. I challenge you to challenge fucking women. Fuck these goddamn women. Challenge these women. What I told you, you question with your eye. Last time, before I wrap this up, get your crayons out, and I'm going to say this shit one more time. Question with your eyes, question with your fucking ears. You question a woman with your eyes, you acknowledge she's beautiful, she's sexy, she's got a fat ass, okay? Yeah, me. But ask yourself, what the fuck is she bringing to the fucking table other than her titties and her ass? What is she bringing to my castle? Can she cook? Can she shut the fuck up? Can she submit? Can she serve me? Does she know her place at the table? That's the eye test. And the ear test is bypassing all that. I'm an innocent girl. I feed the homeless type bullshit. I want to know what separates you from other women. That's the fuck I want to know. Does that make any sense, gentlemen? Well, I just look, I don't want you to spank her, dog. All I want you to do is just smack her ass one time for me. Oops. I fell out the car, White. I want you to, yeah, you guys, I just want you to smack that ass one time, dude. Thank you. Okay, carry on. All right, go ahead. All right, anyway, I'm back. Yes. Yeah. Hey, y'all. So I rolled on the ground and you drove off, nigga. All right, so I'm back. Yeah. So okay, I'm back. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying to y'all guys, man. I want y'all to really feel free as men. Like I say, if y'all got a few more questions, I'm here. I got the line open. Y'all can ask questions and stuff. But we about to wrap this shit up. Damn, I need you to heal me. I'm all fucked up, dog. Yeah, but we can ask questions and stuff, man. Just man, what the fuck? Yeah. Get my bitch ass out. Yeah, so anybody, let me see here. I'm a palm full slap that ass. I appreciate that. Dropped another classic. Shit, I got my whole Halloween costume together. Well, hey, DG, like I say on Tuesday, just call into the show, dog. We gonna do everything we can to hook you up, dog. You know how we do that shit, dog. You know how to do that shit. So we gonna set you straight. We're going to set you straight. So any more questions before we wrap this up, guys? Don't forget, add me, the Man Mindset. And other than that, we did a good 3-hour show. Y'all be able to go back and listen to this, download and soak it up. But fuck what I'm saying. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go back and look at 1978 Scared Straight and look at what they're doing now. All they're doing is trying to scare you from your manness, and they're going to try to take away your claws and your fucking fangs. It is up to you if you're going to let that shit happen. All right, last go round of questions before I wrap this up. I'll wait a few more minutes. Last go round of questions, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This motherfucker got 58. Eye with your eyes. Let me see here. No. The lines are open if y'all want to call in. The lines are always going to be open if y'all want to talk. If y'all want to call in, but if y'all don't, that's fine. Y'all can learn. So that's cool if y'all didn't want to call in. Thank you, Freelance. I appreciate that, man. Much love to y'all. But anyway, if y'all have no questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Like I say, if y'all need to get at me at the Man Mindset. But guys, get your ass on the Man Mindset and download the Halloween game. I am the only person right now showing you a way to pull women on Halloween by pulling out shit inside you that you got locked up. But the fucking choice is yours at the end of the day. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. I want to say thank you all, man. Don't forget, we might do a Riding with the Dean sometime tomorrow. Y'all will get an update on that. And also, we might continue this tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow night, same time, maybe around 9 o'clock. We did 3 hours, so that's good enough. Soak all this up, guys. And always remember, man, just because you came from a pussy doesn't mean you have to act like one. Fuck with your boy, man. I'm out this bitch.